Hello. I've had a pretty long break without filming anything, but I thought I'd make a really short video today just to say that I'm not lost. The pause in my filming was definitely instigated by communication with other spiritual people around the idea of evil. And I don't know why it hit me so hard to realize that a lot of people actually believe that there is something, that there is a force that is not only destructive, because nature is destructive, life is made up of growing and dying, but that sense of evil and for me it's a matter of faith, of course, but it's also a matter of where do I gather my strength, where do I feel strongest and most filled with light. That is where my truth is, and that has always been so. And of course I have been afraid at times, but God, and by God I mean the one, the force that is everything, including us, is everything. And so there cannot be any evil. It is it's not possible. And the reason it upsets me is that it really distracts from all the healing, and it distracts from faith and, well, not courage. I mean, you can be courageous in front of something that you fear, but there is so much more power in walking with faith, and it dissolves fear. And since I have had my awakening here as Uriel, as completely what's it called? Conviction of my own divinity. That's very short, but the period in which I've grown my spirituality has been very slow and very, very long. And it has been, since I was very young, I've had experiences with ghosts or other spirits, and some of them have been very, very scary, and some of them have been gradually more fun. And I feel very safe with the companions that we have, that we can't see. And so I don't think I would have been as affected by this what happened was that I realized that a lot of people really do believe in a really evil force, and it made me sad. It made me sad because I really don't know how to work around that, and that because it is very destructive. It's very distracting to focus on something that is actually, in my opinion, then, because I do respect every other person's faith, but it's really distracting for healing. So that's what I was upset about, and I think the reason I got so upset was that it was very early on. I had just celebrated the week, and I don't know yet how I'm supposed to work with this. And I had been trying to reach out a little bit, including trying to get you that watch this to maybe comment or reply to me in some way. And the response that I did get ended up in this kind of discussion. And as I told, I think in the very first video, I've not been successful in reaching contact with people who are spiritual and who are on a spiritual path. Somehow it has always been, like bounced back. If I have reached out, the contact has not developed, or if I have been contacted, it has somehow not happened. And it's perfectly fine with me, because I do have faith that whatever happens is actually going to lead me to the right place. But since I believe that my mission is to actually reach out and try and get my message across to whomever is supposed to receive it, I guess it was emotional to be stopped. And also that as I said, I didn't know what to do. And okay, it's already 7 minutes, but it's been a while since I made a video, so I'll just continue anyway. That my divinity met a wall, and it's not possible for me to doubt my divinity, but it made me question, how can I do this? And I guess I was hoping maybe that the video would convey some energy, that there would be something in how I say things and what I say that actually translates to the person reading or listening, and helps with some kind of transformation, or in the word in initiation, like in when it starts, inspiration is the word actually. And I'm absolutely not saying that me and my human self, with my human brain and my human knowledge and my human awareness, know more than anyone else, really. I'm not saying that I can teach anyone things that they haven't already learned. But I do believe that there's something in a message from me to others, you, that you're supposed to receive. And I am absolutely certain that it has absolutely nothing to do with evil. Evil is not, as I wrote in my other in my blog text, it is at most a mirror, an annoying little brother holding up a mirror to you. Every time that I have met something, and I've met some fairly gruesome things, it dissolves if you stay with them and state your truth. It dissolves. It has no power. Yeah. So what I've been doing these days is also working a lot with my mundane life, my everyday life. When I cramp up, which I actually did here, I sort of blocked the flow and the light, and stayed a little bit in my human mind. there's like a magnet around in me that attracts difficulties, and the human mechanics in me really wants to stay in that, stay in the problem, stay in the practical problems, difficulties, to solve it, work with it, instead of raising my eyes and just allow it to dissolve. Again, as with evil, just to let the problems dissolve. And today I started over, and at some point I might go through how I do that, but I started over. And it's not to say that I have not been open with my angelness. I have. I've been practicing my wings, like both. Lots of funny, lots of stuff, lots of fun little tricks. I'm trying to make waves when I'm walking, if I've had space around me, to try and make waves and send out with the actual wings, with just like, and that's a neat one. And also to try and be visible. And I have no idea if this works. No one's walked up to me and asked, "Why are you having wings?" But try to have them like semi-folded, but very present, as an experiment to see if people respond to them, and also with the light. But I'm going to stop here, and I will also go in to the forum and read the messages that I've received, more 10, maybe, I don't know, a week, 10 days ago, that I have not read because I was not ready to read. So if any one of you have actually written to me and wonder why I haven't replied, it's because I haven't read them yet. That's 12 minutes, so I have to wrap up before I can't upload it. But yeah, I hope someone's watching, and have a very beautiful day, and yeah, enjoy it.